The Glasgow No Code programme is a free and accessible course that focuses on teaching beginners through hands-on learning. The programme is specifically tailored to staff and students with no prior experience and aims to give them the tools to advance their digital skills by using AI to create their own software and apps without traditional coding. It aspires to make entrepreneurship in Glasgow more accessible by creating a space where everybody can learn and build a path to better their futures. Joining me today is Gavin Smyth, the Tech Ecosystem Manager from Glasgow City Council, to share his expertise on the programme. Welcome, Gavin, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
So what was the inspiration in developing the Glasgow No Code programme and what were you aiming to achieve with it?
The first thing I would say is Glasgow's tech ecosystem is in a pretty healthy place. When I say tech ecosystem, I mean it's all the different kind of businesses, entrepreneurs, government and academia that kind of come together to drive innovation growth in the ecosystem. There's been a lot of money that's been generated into Glasgow over the last couple of years, probably £500 million worth of VC investment. But we're still very conscious in the council that access to programming or traditional code programming is still not as widespread as we would like. And so what we envisioned could be bringing a digital skills programme to Glasgow that would widen that out so that people would be entrepreneurs, had really good business ideas. We could help them build real technical products and be able to bring that to market. And essentially it's got two parts, the programme. One is what we call Ideas to App, which is a kind of accelerator programme where we basically invest £10,000 in 20 founders who have got really good business ideas but need help to turn that into a technical product. And the other part is online boot camps, and that's about bringing what we call no-code development, which is using prompts and AI to help turn that business idea into a technical reality, but without having to have a programming background. And we thought the colleges were the perfect vehicle to help drive that into students and younger people.
So the No Code programme essentially takes someone with no expertise in the coding field and offers them the AI software to develop a tool or app. Can you tell us why this is essential?
So we're very conscious that ideas can come from anywhere, okay? And there's a lot of traditional accelerator programs out there that are delivering to a certain audience and so on. We were thinking we want to go wider. So how do we broaden entrepreneurship into a much wider part of the community? And the great thing about where no code is at the moment, which is basically helping you build technical products from an idea, is that it democratizes that. So it means that anyone can access it. And it's really powerful. It's at a stage now where it can use basically both visual and AI prompts to help you build that product, and you don't need to have a technical background. In the past, you either needed to have technical skills or basically a budget to basically hire developers. And AI has made that almost like, not obsolete, but basically reduced the barrier hugely. The tool that we use in the no-code program that we use is a tool called Replit, which is one of the big global tools that's used very widely. And it's great because basically it can take people that are complete beginners and help them basically, narrow their idea down, and then it builds all the code in the background for you. So it's all very visually based, it's all prompt based, and it builds it in the background. So it allows you to basically, through AI prompts, to build a plan, to work out how would you commercialize your app, how would you get payments from it, how do you test the software, and then how do you deploy it securely. And it can take you from that start point to that end point in 8 1.5 hour chunks, basically. So in 12 hours, you can turn your idea into a product, which is absolutely amazing if you think about it.
Joining us today from Greater Things Limited is its founder, Jof Walters.
Hi.
So, Jof, what first motivated Greater Things to partner with Glasgow City Council and local colleges on the No Code and Ideas to App programme?
We want to bring investment to regions in the UK outside of London. So London has quite a lot of money, all focused on the startups there, but that's about 70 or 80% of the money that goes into startup in the UK. So we look for really vibrant communities and cities where there are lots and lots of startups that perhaps aren't getting the same level of support. We started there, so we came up to Glasgow because it's a fantastic ecosystem, and we could just see that there was a lot of talent here that we could sort of use.
What would you say are the biggest transformations you've seen in participants after taking the 8 sessions?
I think most people don't realise that the software bit of the journey is actually the easy bit of the journey. So they get their product and they launch their product, and then they find out that actually the big hard slog is getting out and getting people to buy it off you. And that's a real like push into cold water for most people. It's not very glamorous being a startup founder, and I think that comes as a bit of a surprise. And so for the funding program for Ideas to App, we have 50%, I think, of the startup founders are female founders, compared to 19% in the market, and about 48% come from diverse backgrounds,
Wow.
which is absolutely amazing. For the education, for the boot camps that we provide, we decided to make them absolute beginner level. We don't use any technical language. We try to make it completely something that someone could come with no computer skills whatsoever and start. And then we build up from there. And what we found was people that said that they were quite technical weren't, so it made it accessible to everybody.
Yeah. It's exciting to see how these collaborations will continue and grow and what new opportunities they'll unlock for founders across the country. See you next time.